Hello folks, Fuzz here, welcome back to Dragon Quest XI, and we're going to make our way over to our next destination today. Immediately that's going to be the door of departure, which will bring us into a new region. So we're going to head over east, and when we get close to that we're going to be greeted by a cutscene. Quite an interesting cutscene, so I won't spoil that. And then we're going to go around the new area, collect all the treasures that are around there before heading into our next town as well. So hopefully we'll do all that in this episode. So once we've crossed under that fallen log thing, fallen tree, whatever it was, we're going to go a little bit further and the cutscene shall commence. And as usual, I'll be quiet. So if you enjoy the episode, guys, please don't forget you can support me just by leaving a like on the video and by subscribing to my YouTube channel. And please do let me know in the comment section what you think of Dragon Quest XI so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it at the moment, I've got to say. But, you know, as always, I'm interested in hearing your thoughts as well. Right, let's head over here and see what's going on.
Did you really think you would escape me, Darkspawn?
Damn it, they found us. Well, don't just stand there. Come on.
Seize him!
Here, take my hand. Quickly, the keystone.
You shall not escape me, Darkspawn!
Run, now!
You think you have won? The game has not even begun.
Whew, we made it. That was too close. So, where exactly are we? I don't recognize this place at all.
Indeed, we are in a new field area here now, and we get full control of our characters after those cutscenes at this point. So you'll get a trophy for completing the 3rd chapter, since I've already practiced what we're doing throughout this, you know, part of the guide and whatnot. You won't actually see me get that, but you do get one. And we're going to be starting over on the east side of the map, as you can see on the right hand side there, and there's a save point which is pretty handy, let's be honest, as well as a shop. So by all means go ahead and stock up on stuff, rest up, save up, whatever you need to do. Though there is also a campsite over to the west as well. Now you can also see on the map there's a place called Hotto, roughly centre north. We're going to be heading over there first, but we can also take our time, make sure we add the enemies that are in this location to our bestiary, as well as just going ahead to grab these sparklies and treasures that are in the area. So as I've shown you in a previous video, you can go ahead in the map menu and show where the sparklies are located. And as you can see, there's nothing really of interest or of note in this first section, but we can go ahead and take care of some of the new enemies, such as this red slime. I don't remember seeing him before, so let's go ahead and... oh, okay, her, beg your pardon. Let's go ahead and take care of these before we move on. And I've equipped Eric with a strength ring, which I did in the last episode, and along with his pet mode, seems we're now able to do quite a bit of damage. So let's see if I can go ahead. I could do with an AoE attack, actually. AoE pep attack. Since Eric's about to finish, I was going to use his pep attack, but I forgot his tactics were set to auto attack. Not to worry. Same result in the end, 3 dead enemies. And there's a few birds flying around as well. Can we attack one? Yeah, of course we can. Get a nice preemptive attack there. So these enemies are called Garuda. Now that Pep's worn off, we can't one-shot these foes. Not to worry. Don't forget as well, you can also spend time if you want with Eric to steal using half-inch if you've learned that ability. And you can get a nice supply of items if you do that. Obviously battles take a little bit longer, however, which is obviously the downside. But you can also get rare equipment from at times as well from stealing. So let's just keep running over to the east, sorry, to the west from the east. And as we saw on the map, there's nothing really of interest in this first section, so I'm not going to be stopping here. But it looks like there's something over here. Oh, that's a signpost. Ah, this is an interesting enemy. Oh, this is like probably the biggest enemy we've encountered in terms of field mobs anyway. So hopefully we'll take care of the she slimes pretty darn fast. Have them out of the way. $12 points of damage. Quite a nasty enemy then. Oh, I think that was actually the largest single target hit I've done in the game so far. 55 points of damage. Hopefully we'll get a nice amount of experience for battles that have these enemies in.
Who else wants
No, not too bad. Yeah, you want to, even if you're not grinding, as I've mentioned before, just kill at least, kill each new enemy at least once, so as to add them to your list. Lava lump there. Let's just go ahead and check the map here. Oh, we did actually miss something, unfortunately, but not too far out of the way. In fact, I can see it sparkling from over here. Warmaline. Right, let's head over to the campsite now. I think that's our next destination. Be able to rest up and stuff. And I might spend a little bit of time killing enemies, but nah, I probably won't at this point, to be honest with you. I'm level 11 right now on both characters, which is perfectly acceptable, in my opinion. Let's just check, actually, for any sparklies. There's one more. Is that? Yeah, one more before the campsite. Just over here. And it's some minerals to go ahead and mine. Don't forget, with the sparklies that you loot, they do actually respawn. So you can come back later, especially if you're after a particular ingredient, which is helpful. And then campsite's just over here. And we can't fall off this. Oh, new enemy type. I guess we can have a look at these guys as well while we're here. Lump wizards. There's some very interesting enemy design in Dragon Quest, isn't there? Very interesting. One down, 2 to go. And enemies are definitely doing more damage now. I'm having to actually pay attention to health. For like the first time, really. Some nasty damage there. Good job we got the campsite coming up. Saves me having to spend time healing anyway.
Ha! Easy.
Very good. Here we go. I'm all rested up then now, having been to the campsite. And there is actually a nice feathered cap we can craft. It's got quite a good boost of stats, but I'm not going to craft it yet. The reason for that is we're actually going to be going to the campsite again in a few minutes' time anyway, to create something for a quest. So we'll just craft it then, save having to open up the forge twice. And we're going to head now back over to the centre of the map. Well, more to the eastern part of the centre of the map, in order to head over to the town of Hotto. And there we're going to be able to collect some more treasures, do a couple of quests, as well as continue on with the main story. So this is the exit we need to take. And before you come here, make sure you grabbed that iron ore that I showed you a little bit earlier on in this video, since we're going to need that for one of the quests as well. So make sure you don't forget that.
Civilization at last. And I think it's safe to say we're not being followed anymore. For now, at least.
Two travelers come. Their timing is auspicious as the day's new dawn. My bathhouse awaits. Savor its steamy embrace as frogs do spring rain. Rejoice, honored guests, for to mark this happy day, you may sweat for free.
We're kind of busy to be sweating. Thanks. Appreciate the offer, though.
Too busy to bathe? Too busy to wash away the scent of the road?
Huh? Okay, maybe I'm not at my freshest. Fine. I'll visit your bathhouse if it means that much to you. Might as well go sweat off the journey while we have the chance. I'll see you in there, okay?
The winds bring a guest. Joyfully I shall guide him to where bliss awaits.
So as you can see already, Hotto's going to be quite the interesting place. And Eric has gone off for the time being. So we'll catch up with him again later on. Right, so a few things then to get us started. First of all, let's just sort out our loot and start collecting everything that's available for us. And first of all, we're going to run straight ahead to this giant bell, whatever this is. It's more of a chimney thing, isn't it? Like a power plant of some kind, but this is the thing we need to get to because there's a shiny thing here. I don't know, maybe it's the sauna or something. Since Eric's just gone off for a bath anyway. And next up we're going to head over towards this house, I believe. And there's actually a chest around here I think that we can go ahead and grab. Might just be behind here. Yeah, I can see it hiding around there. Looks like we need to come around from the other side though. Unless we have to go onto the platform. A little bit awkward this one. But nothing we can't handle, look. There it is. And we get another mini medal for our trouble. So yeah, I'll take that for sure. Right then, next up, if I just bring up the map, we also want to head over to the west, but a little bit further up this time. I think there's like a flurry feather we can grab. It might just be on the edge here. If not, I'll have to go and find it. No, this looks like it could be it. Yeah, there we go. Alright then, let's go ahead and do a quest, shall we? We've got a nice purple icon on the map, so why not? And this is the one where we're going to need the iron ore. The ones that I told you to make sure you've got before you enter into town. And this is why you're going to need them. This guy is a blacksmith, as you can tell here. And yes, indeed, he wants the iron ore. Now, the good thing about this quest, first of all, we can hand it in immediately, as long as we've got the items that he wants. But also, we don't actually use the ore for the quest. See? He just wanted to test us. So we get the ore back. And look at that, we get I Love Iron Arms recipe book. And looks like we've got some nice new weapons to craft, so we'll certainly have a look at those when we head back over to the campsite in a few moments' time. Right, that is quest number 6, I think it is. So quest number 5 is one we still haven't yet done, but we are about to very, very soon. But before we do any of that, let's head up north here. There's another item perhaps we can grab. And if we head over into the southern part of the northern area. Does that make sense? Southern part of the northern area? Yeah, I'm sure it does. Anything over here? There's definitely some stuff in this area, I'm sure of it. Just need to find... Ah, there we go, look at the exact location. Ah, Cotton Top, how exciting. You can also go inside the shrine if you want. I don't think there's anything to grab from in here. But there are a few NPCs you can chat to. See what's going down. And this is Maiko, leader of the townspeople. So quite a famous figure around these parts. And her son, as we have just learned, paid his life in order to defeat the beast that they went out to fight. Right, you can also go ahead while you're in town here and just visit the shops. In fact, it might not be a bad idea to visit the Armory. And the reason for that is there's a nice item, a nice piece of armour you can purchase. And it's actually an upgrade, I believe, to for both characters. So let's just make sure we go the right way first of all. Up here. I'll go through the cutscene first.
How dare you! Ooh. Ooh. That's no way to treat a lady. Didn't your mother teach you any manners?
Your words grate my ears. A good child should be silent and stay out of bars.
I told you I need to speak to the owner. It's important. He might know where my little sister is.
A child in a bar is like a fish in a tree. You must search elsewhere.
Ugh, fine. If you're going to be a complete pighead about it, I'll go and ask the guards by the gate instead. Ooh, what do we have here? Well, are you going to tell me your name or not? Could be worse, I suppose. Listen, you and I need to talk, but my little sister is missing, so I have to go and find her first. I never thought I'd finally meet you in a place like this. It's funny how things work out.
Okay, so an interesting character for sure. One we'll find out more of a little bit later on. By the way, how old was that girl? Well, looked very young, but just happened to sound like she had a voice actress of about 25 years old or something. Anyway, let's head over into the armory here. If we can just go up the ramp. Oh, wrong one. You can also sell... I don't want to buy anything. Did I just buy that? I didn't mean to if I did. You can also sell some stuff if you want to make room as well. Which you're probably going to need to do. So let's go ahead and do that now. So there's the feathered cap to buy. But as I mentioned earlier, we can craft that. And we'll get some of the ingredients that you get for crafting as well. But the chainmail is perhaps the most interesting item for sale here. It is 500 gold, unfortunately, which is a little bit pricey. But if you want to, you can go ahead and purchase one of these each for Eric and for Fuzz. So let's go ahead here and buy one as well for Fuzz. I know it's only 2 extra health for him, but hey, what's the worst that can happen? Don't forget as well, you can sell what it is that you replace the chain mail with also, just to make a little bit of dosh. Right then, now we're going to head back over to the, if I can get down here, head back over to the bar that we saw the little altercation outside of a moment ago. Should be another door here. Right, we're going to go through here. And there should be some pots for us to break. Let's just look around this side. Yep, there we go. Always worth breaking the pots, don't forget. Okay, for this case, only 14 gold coins. Even so. Couple more around this side as well. And then we're going to go ahead and do that quest. Treasure chest. Ah, the 2 chunks of gold ore is actually what we're going to need for this particular quest. So he wants us to craft a gold ring. And lo and behold, it is going to require 2 gold ore. And we get the recipe for it as well. Right. So we're going to head back outside at this point now and go back over to the campsite. At the campsite now, then we're going to go to forge items. Oh, just leveled up. Okay, I think that was not the main level, but something to do with the with the forging. So we've increased our focus by 2. Learn double-edged bash. A strong simultaneous strike over 2 squares, one above the other. Okay, so if we put that to use. So let's just see what we can craft now, because we've got a few different bits. We can do an iron broadsword. Sadly, not actually an upgrade for us. Well, actually, it might be for Fuzz if we went and crafted a higher quality one. But alas, we'll leave that for now. The cast iron claymore, on the other hand, is definitely something I wouldn't mind doing. That looks like a decent upgrade for Fuzz. And it's a great sword as well, I believe. Yes, it is definitely a great sword. So I just need to go and hunt down some more iron ore for that one. One more and we can create that. And then the divine dagger we don't need to do. So armour wise, the feathered cap is something I would like to do. Let's do that first, shall we? I'm just going to create one, I think. Probably give it to Eric, perhaps. I don't know, maybe we'll give it to Fuzz. So, yes, we've got double-edged bash, which means we can bash 2 at once. Like that. I've got 55 focus. I'm not sure exactly off the top of my head how we recover focus. But that's something that's worth thinking about. Let's go again, shall we? You never know, we might get into the yellows. Oh, yeah, we got one. Lovely stuff. And, oh, not quite 2, unfortunately. But I think that should give us a +2 upgrade to the feathered cap. Yeah, feathered cap +2. And of course our perfectionist pearls. Right, now let's go ahead and sort out the item we need to do for the quest, which is the gold ring. And all we require is the 2 gold ore that we managed to get from the treasure chest. So this one can be done with ordinary bashes. So I believe the temperature determines how much you fill up the bar. So you can try and time it a little better. Oh, look how close that was. So I think we might get +3 there. I'm not sure. I think you have to get more than half for +3 to be in yellow. We'll find out here. Yeah, no. You only need half. Lovely. Right, so we'll leave that for now. We shan't be reworking any items as of yet. And I guess we can rest up, bring the time back to the morning. Kind of makes sense. Okay, and now we're going to head back and hand that quest in. I'm back in Hotto now. One thing I do want to mention is I did create that great sword that we looked at, since I went back and noticed that the iron ore had respawned. Meaning I had enough to actually go and do it. I only needed 1 more, and I managed to, I think, loot another 2 or 3. So that was something I thought I should do. And we're going to just head back now to hand the quest in at the same dude that we picked it up. Tell him we've got the ring. There we have it. Alright then guys, I think we'll take a break here and we'll pick up next time. So thanks for stopping by today. If you've enjoyed watching, then please let me know in the comments section. And, you know, let me know what you think of Dragon Age. Sorry, Dragon Age. What's on about Dragon Quest 11 as well. I know this is a game that many of you have been looking forward to. And I'm really enjoying the adventure so far. I'm looking forward to continuing on with it. So thanks for joining me today, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.